This is great. Mitch, you were talking about defense, wanting everyone to commit. We were talking about that before the game. Are you seeing that buy-in in these last two games?
I thought tonight, obviously we played with some lineups and combinations that we have not practiced with. There was at times we were left for wanting for more in terms of some of the execution and the turnovers, and I thought our competitive response a few times was really, really good. And from the guys that started the second half all the way to the group that finished the game, I thought we had a really good variety of competitive response amongst the group, and that was nice to see. And I think that obviously is on the defensive end and rebounding specifically.
Julian hit his first 5 threes. What are you seeing from him, particularly in that area this year?
I think, Julian's been with us a few years. I think he's pretty clear what his role is, and I think he's playing within himself. And I think, you get rewarded for that sometimes when you play within yourself and the ball finds you. Little lady luck, basketball gods, this and that. And I think he's just playing very consistent right now.
Mitch, what goes through a coach's mind when guys are trying to make a basketball play, but Jovic takes the charge on Wemby and neither guy gets up real fast? What's going through your mind when Wemby's down for that second?
Anytime someone doesn't get up, he every time he falls, you make sure hopefully he's all right, and he's pretty damn durable. So it's always good to see him bounce up. And honestly, I don't think of it too much. He's had some crazy falls, and the turning of the foot in Houston a couple years ago when that was nothing. I've been able to be a little bit more patient.
What is the line that you want to see? I mean, obviously, it's contact sport. Something's going to happen. Guys are going to bang into each other without question. But what is a coach's comfort level at this time of year with just that getting used to physicality versus I'd really rather not see it until October 21st?
Yeah, it's just a part of the game, right? You want to see the competitiveness, you want to see the physicality. There was not one thing that went on tonight that I thought was inappropriate or dirty. Obviously it's just good to see both teams make it out, obviously clean. But other than that, you got to play, you got to rep. There's no way to get it playing without playing. So it's just part of the breaks.
Coach, it was a strong game from Luke, especially on the offensive glass. Just what did you make of his performance tonight?
Just what you said. Yeah, Luke's a good player. He does a lot of little things. He's a connector. He's cerebral, and he's going to help us out in a variety of ways. And obviously his size around the rim on both sides, the floor is going to help us.
You're seeing Vic really trying to force some pocket passes in there. He's getting pretty aggressive with a lot of his passing. Are there certain principles that you guys are working on of understanding when you're cutting, what type of pockets you might actually try to pass through down low as opposed to over the top, and what are you guys trying to work through with that kind of stuff?
We have principles in terms of pick and roll offense, so we want to maintain the integrity of our spacing regardless of pick and roll or pocket passes or the spacers around it. And that's again something where you need to rep it out a little bit, because if you cut at the wrong time, too early or too late, you may not be able to punish the pick and roll defense on the back end, because sometimes that pocket pass is leading to something else. So it's, again, something we're continuing to work on. And then when you have some of the combinations of lineups that we've had tonight or lately, because they haven't played a lot together, it is asking a lot of them. And it's early in the season, so I think it's something that we just have to continue to grow in and get some reps of.
We're seeing, obviously, Vic's running so much point, Luke runs so much delay and short roll stuff, so we're seeing guys like Keldon getting a lot of the offensive rebounding. What have you had to explain to your guys about how maybe the alignment of who's crashing versus who's spacing is going to be different depending on who's running the action?
I don't know if I've got that advanced yet. I think it's just the 4 top handlers on our team aren't playing, so sometimes we're just trying to figure out to move the ball. But offensive rebounds has been an emphasis, and I do think the versatility of Luke and Victor allows us to be creative at times, whether it's inverting pick and rolls or playing through the bigs and second side stuff. And again, it's just connecting that now with the spacing and being able to play off each other. And at times, if you know that the big's playing with the second side and you're spaced on the other side, that's a great opportunity to go crash the boards. And Keldon, as you said, done a great job of that early on in camp.
Kelly getting closer to playing in the preseason? And do you need to see him out there with the group?
He is getting closer. He's training the right way. I definitely don't need to see him. He's got about 15 years of tape I've seen, and he's looked good enough in practice that I'm all right.